Hey guys, I wanted to get on and talk to you about the energy right now and what's going on with the energy in the last few days. I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal experience and I want to hear what you guys have going on energetically. And then I'd also will give a few tips on things that you can do to help the maybe physical discomfort that you have from what's going on in the energy lately. So, what I've noticed is since the 4th of July, I have not felt the same. I was just really tired. I thought maybe being up that late, and I'm a late night person, maybe it just threw me off. But I kept feeling this need to go inward and meditate more. And I just kind of went from there. So the 4th happened, I felt like that. And then the 5th and then the 6th, it's just getting more and more like that. I kept getting pulled to take salt baths. Typically, I take a salt bath once a week, but with this energy, I was waking up in the morning wanting to get in a salt bath. So I was just kind of following the rhythm of my body and like what I felt and intuitively knew what I should do. So then yesterday, it was like major downloads, major downloads, sleeping half the day, getting information the other half of the day. And my husband was also feeling the same way. Like, he's one of those people that only needs like 5 hours of sleep and he's good. So yesterday he was like sleeping for 3 or 4 hours and then he was up and then he was going back to sleep for like 3 or 4 hours and he's like, I do not know what is going on with this energy or my energy. And I said, I do. And you have a cord too that goes from you to your loved ones, your significant other. And so sometimes it's things that you're going through that they're picking up and feeling. And sometimes it's also, they're feeling the same things that you are with this energy that's going on. But there was just a lot of information coming in. And that's why I shared that post. Is it Alex Myers or Miles? Because it resonated with me so much. Yesterday was just a really, I want to say difficult. Energetically, there was just a lot coming in. And Alex was talking about like ancient knowledge. So, like knowledge that we already have, we already know, right? It's already inside of us, but it's almost like it's getting activated or it's coming to the surface. So, it's becoming clearer. And some of the things that I was channeling or was getting information on was way advanced information. Like I was like, am I in college biology again? Like this was stuff that I, was writing down, but then I was checking like the dictionary to figure out what that word was. Like, which I felt like it was very advanced, which is really not so much advanced. It's just we're getting back to that point, right? So I'm getting all of that information, and my ears are bothering me. My crown feels wide open. I do feel a little dizzy. And so taking the salt baths really does help. And resting, like I said, even if you feel like I shouldn't be sleeping, if your body's telling you to sleep, then sleep. A lot of the good stuff comes when you sleep. So resting is good. Salt baths, really good. Upping your water intake. I know that we say this every time, but it's so important. Like, I am so thirsty right now, and I've been drinking water nonstop. And I actually started drinking some Gatorade, which my guides were like, that's crap. But I just wanted something different to drink. But upping your water intake is excellent. And then also, you can set the intention to ask the energy to calm down a little bit, like to step back a little bit. If you're feeling like, you're too dizzy to drive, you really feel uncomfortable, you're really getting the headaches, you can ask the energy to pull back. You can also go through your chakras, like with your upper chakras, and ask for them to close down 2/3 of the way. So with this energy, like my crown chakra is way more open than it usually is. And so what you're doing, you're just asking for those chakras to close down 2/3 of the way. This doesn't mean that they're going to permanently be closed. You know, people are like, after all my hard work, no. They're not, it doesn't work like that. So just set the intention to close them down 2/3 of the way, just to, or to bring them into perfect, I don't want to say perfect, but bring them into balance so that you can have some relief with the headaches and the sleep disturbances and things like that. I find that's my favorite one, to close my chakras 2/3 of the way, and I feel like it's the fastest way to help alleviate some of the dizziness and the headaches. Um, I I know that some people really are pulled to ground more, or they're pulled to go outside more, put their bare feet on the ground, and that helps them. For me personally, am not so much in the grounding stage right now. I'm more of the going with the flow and bringing in the light and getting like anchoring in more light and hearing more things, more information, and like I'm kind of in that stage. So this stuff is going to really alter the way that I see energy and the way that I understand energy. I mean, they're talking about healing codes and symbols and stuff to activate in the body. And so I'm really excited about what's coming in, and I'm not purposely grounding so much with that intention. I am getting pulled outside, I'm getting pulled in water, and that will ground me too as well. But I'm more in the kind of like the anchoring more light in and not really feeling pulled to ground so much. But grounding, if you're feeling uncomfortable with like having some physical symptoms, would be good for you too if you wanted to do that. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about the energy. Love to hear what you guys have going on with the energy. I'm not an expert when it comes to like how all the planets are sitting and how that affects us, and Mercury retrograde. I understand a little bit of it. I speak purely with the energy of what I've been feeling and what's been going on for me since the 4th. But there are people that are really good at that, and I have some friends that are really good at that stuff. So maybe they'll shine a little bit more light on what's going on with that and how that's affecting us too with the information that's coming in. But share how you're doing. I'd love to hear it, and I will be talking to you guys soon.